Hare Krishna. So we move to the next chapter. Let us hear a 3-minute short video from Prabhupada. This is Prabhupada in America. He just did a huge Rath Yatra, and press has called him for a just 2-3 minutes video, and they're trying to understand Krishna consciousness. How's my voice, everybody? Is it clear, or you want to be more clear?
It's audible, Prabhuji, clear.
Okay, now it is better, definitely. Yeah. Okay.
Welcome.
Thank you.
You founded the Hare Krishna movement some 7 years ago in 1967, did you not?
Yes.
In a capsule, what is the movement?
The movement is to awaken God consciousness of the human being. The human being is distinguished from the animals, that the animals cannot understand what is God.
Mm-hmm.
And if the human being also does not understand what is God, then he is enemy.
I see. And so your movement is to bring about an understanding of God among human beings.
Yes.
And Hare Krishna means what?
Hare Krishna means addressing the energy of God. Hare means the energy of God, and Krishna means God.
Mm-hmm. Okay, you were here yesterday and to attend your annual festival that was held here in Golden Gate Park, and we were there too. And in fact, here it is. A few thousand people came out to hear it. How many people are now disciples of the Krishna consciousness movement?
Dedicated life, about 10,000.
About 10,000 dedicated
in
ones.
the Western world.
Mm-hmm. Your Grace, is there any significance at all in the shaved head? Why are heads shaved?
We keep ourselves very clean, that's all.
Oh, it's just a cleanliness thing?
Yes.
Is there any significance in the color of the robes?
At least at the present moment, people think that by keeping long hair, it becomes very beautiful.
I see.
Yes. So we are against that.
Mm-hmm. Just as simple as that. Is there any significance in the yellow robes?
Yellow robe is the dress, those who are dedicated.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
It could very well have been a blue robe. It's just something that was arrived at.
This saffron.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Your Grace, why do you feel that so many people are pulling away from the traditional religions in this country, such as Christianity and so forth, and going for the trying to understand the Eastern religions? We hear a lot of swamis and gurus and other type of yogi and so forth. Why do you feel that people are pulling away from the traditional Christian standards here?
But we see that the Christian churches, especially I have seen in London, mostly closed. People are not interested, or the Christian leaders, they cannot make them interested.
Why? Did Christianity fail the people, which is why they're turning to other things? Or?
I think so.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You say that Hare Krishna consciousness pretty much takes the absolute truths from the Bible, the Quran, the Torah, and the Vedic.
Yeah, everywhere.
Everywhere.
Religion means to understand God.
I understand, but do you feel that in getting truths from various places like the Bible and the Quran and so forth, don't you run into conflicts at all or contradictions in those particular philosophies?
No, I don't find any conflict, because the ultimate goal is God. So you have to understand God and try to love Him. So you can go through any religious process. If the goal is attained, that you understand what is God, and you try to love Him, then your life is perfect.
Why do we see so many of your followers chanting almost all the time?
Chanting means to keep association with God always.
So you have to audibly chant Hare Krishna?
Yes. This is transcendental vibration. just like a radio message. If you keep contact with the radio message, then you know everything what is going on outside. Similarly, this transcendental sound, Hare Krishna, if you chant, then you keep connection with God directly.
Thank you very much, Your Divine Grace. It's been our privilege to talk with you and to meet you.
Thank you.
And hope that we can see you again when you return.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, everybody. Yes, Aruni,
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
you could hear clearly?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Chalo. So let us start the today's chapter. Karma Yoga, action and Krishna consciousness. Again, yes. In third chapter, we studied Karma Yoga, and fifth chapter, we again revisit Karma Yoga. There is so much talk about Karma Yoga in the first six chapters. The first six chapters is called a set or module in which the focus is Karma Yoga. So this chapter can be divided into 4 parts. First is again, like exactly in the third chapter, Arjuna had a question. FAQ, frequently asked question. Krishna, should I fight or should I take sannyas? So Krishna says, better will Karma Yoga than sannyas. Wow, interesting. And then Krishna again touches on the Nishkam Karma Yoga, frees them from all kind of bondage. And then Krishna says to focus on the Supreme Lord and get liberated from this world. So there are 4 main sections of this chapter. Arjuna Uvacha Sannyasam Karmanam Krishna Punar Yogam Chasam Shashi Yashreya Etuyor Ekam Tanme Bruhi Sunishchitam. Arjuna said, oh Krishna, first of all, you asked me to renounce work. Then again, you recommend work with devotion. Now, will you kindly tell me definitely which of the 2 is more beneficial? One thing is renounce work, and second thing is work with devotion. So Arjuna has asked this question. And we have reasonable, again, now we are in the 5th chapter. So we can locate so many instructions where Krishna asked him to actually act. And so many places Krishna told him to cultivate knowledge. Seemingly for Arjuna, these are 2 contradictory things. They are not contradictory. You can work with knowledge. Arjuna feels fighting means as a person without knowledge. And cultivating knowledge means no activity. You're sitting and reading. So can I work with knowledge? Oh, that's interesting. That's Karma Yoga. So which is better, Karma Sannyasa or Karma Yoga? What do you feel? Here, let me explain this person. He is sitting here doing nothing. Nothing means nothing. He just sits down in an isolated place, Himalaya somewhere on some stone, just sits down, does nothing, thinks nothing. He's not thinking about God, basically doing nothing. Okay, that is one kind of, that's called Karma Sannyasa. There is a technical term, is called Karma, giving up all the activity, no thoughts, no activity, just sit and they meditate on, what do they meditate? I don't know, something they meditate on, but not God, because they want to do nothing. And here is a person, you see, he has just sold to somebody in perhaps maybe India, may not be India, I cannot make out now. And he is distributing, you can see, he distributed big sets of books to them, Bhagavad Gita and other books. Now, which you think is better? Okay, you can raise your hand or you can. Lakshmi, yes.
The second one who is donating the books, at least he's spreading the knowledge and as them.
He's sharing his joy to more people. Anna? Here he's focused on his own emancipation on the left side. Right side, he's helping spread the knowledge and the joy, correct? Yes. See, he looks happy and he's spreading his joy to other people, Anna, and giving them some solid foundation, beautiful books to read, Anna. Yes. Very nice, very nice. Anybody else? You're on the chat. Let me see. Karma Yoga, he's spreading happiness, distributing books. I have to leave, come out. Okay. Okay, Hare Krishna, distributing books. So you feel. Okay, let us go to this deeper. Straw vote, people are going more preferably on the right hand side. This is a very nice book you have in his hand, Origins. Those people who have some spiritual, scientific inclination, write to me, I'll send you this book. Origin. I can give you the PDF of that. You can read very nicely. This book in his hand, you're seeing Origin, compares Origin from the scientific and the Vedic viewpoint. Very, very interesting book. Origin of life, origin of species, origin of the universe, and origin of consciousness. These 4 subjects are compared between science and spirituality. Shri Bhagavan Vacha Sannyasa Karma Yogascha Nishaya Kara Ubhau Tayot Karma Sannyasat Karma Yoga Vishishyate. Karma Sannyasat Karma Yoga. Better than Karma Sannyasa is Karma Yoga Vishishyate, is much better. The personality God replied, the renunciation of work and work and devotion are both good for liberation. Of the two, work and devotion service is better than the renunciation of work. Okay, so I can appreciate. So Krishna gave a decision that devotion service is better than just empty renunciation of work. Okay, before I proceed, does anybody know 6 kind of dharmas? Anybody here? We have so many eminent scholars here. Anybody knows what are the 6 kind of dharmas? Paro dharma, paradharma, vidharma, dharma bhas, upadharma, chala dharma. Anybody knows what do they mean? What I'm telling? Lakshmi Prasanna. Oh, you know this, huh?
No, not all. I think I don't know whether I'm correct or wrong. Paradharma, aparadharma, I know. That's all. Is it the same thing?
What is parodharma?
Parodharma is, I'm not clear exactly, but I just heard those words.
Paradharma bhava bhayavaha. What is paradharma? If you know paro, what is para?
Para.
Okay, this is a technical term. Okay, so let me get you. When you see that, you will be able to relate to it. Let me just explain this. The 6 kind of dharma which I practice in society, one is called vidharma. Vidharma means we many times viyog. Aapke viyog mein hum ro rahe hain. V comes for negative. So vidharma means negative of dharma, that is religion. So many people in the name of dharma do papa karma. Okay, so that we should not do. Dharma means we should do piety, we should do purity, but not that in the name of dharma we do some sinful activity. That is not, should not be done. And they make organizations, spiritual organization, everybody practices something in the name of religion, but it's actually sinful activity. Para dharma, trying to do things for which one is unfit, like Arjuna was talking about, sitting in the forest and meditating on the Lord, which is not an activity for a Kshatriya. So he's trying to think about doing something for which he's not fit. Upadharma. Many times the third one is totally mixed with dharma. Manav Seva, Madhav Seva, all the story people speak. Upadharma. People have no idea what is dharma, and there's just simple charity and all, they compare it to dharma. This is helping others materially. Upa means almost like dharma, but it is not. Chala dharma. Chala dharma means cheating religion. You are saying something which Gita never spoke. Like all Marwadi shops, they will have Gita Sar. Jo hua acha hua, jo hoga acha hoga. It is not there in Gita. Don't speak. Like some people say, Bhagavad Gita says, I am God. Bhagavad Gita never speaks that you are God. But people speak all that. Chala dharma. You know, they imagine any philosophy and they say Gita says it. Like it happened in the independence time. Many politicians went to jail and they had no work. They all came out of the commentary of Gita, and that is their own interpretation. It's not what Shastra says. They don't care what Shastra says. They don't care because Gita is not alone. There are so many Vedic literatures, Bhagavatam, other Vedic, going together. Gita is a summary. And so many great acharyas, Veda Vyasa, Narada, you cannot contradict them. They just don't care what great saints have said, what acharyas said. They just come out with a funny interpretation. My Sita, some funny thing I hear. And sometimes students tell me, sir, very popular his books. I say, these are all cheating religion. This is not what Shastra says. He creates his own fantasies and become popular speaker. Dharma, bhas, pretentious, just like I wear like a sadhu now, but the moment the class is over, I watch a movie. It's like I'm a hypocrite. I'm wearing a dress of a sadhu, but my activities don't match a sadhu's behavior. Paro dharma. This is actually what is real religion, eternal religion of the soul. We are not body, we are soul, servant of the Lord. And our business is to engage in His service. That is paro dharma. Okay? Then immediately the first, I think there will not be much difficulty to understand other thing, but people would have questioned, this doubt comes of upadharma and parodharma. Is Manav Seva, Madhav Seva, yes or no? Why? If no, why? It is no, but why? Can anybody explain me? Generally in society, even in Tirupati, I don't know how they have written. They written on the top, Manav Seva. Madhav Seva is Manav Seva, but Manav Seva may not be Madhav Seva. So how do you explain it? Manav Seva is Madhav Seva. It's very popular nowadays. But how do you say it's wrong? Can anybody explain? Is anybody ready? It's a tough question. Oh, Indrajit, yes. Megha is ready. Yes, Megha.
Prabhuji, Manav Seva is when you are doing something good to the person, but you don't expect anything in return. And when you talk about Madhav Seva, it's the spirituality that you just give yourself to Lord Krishna.
No, Madhav Seva also you can help other people. It's not that you're not helping. But what is the difference between Manav Seva and Madhav Seva? Okay. Good, Megha. Sneha Joshi. Okay, this is Dhyanita. Yes, Dhyanita.
Prabhuji, shall I? Prabhuji?
Chalo, let Dhyanita I give. You are all privileged people, co-host. Chal Dhyanita, bolo.
Prabhuji, Madhav Seva, Manav Seva is not equal to Madhav Seva. Practically, if we do Manav Seva, if we do social service, we again fall to this Janma Mrityu Jara Vyadhi Chakra, and we should again come to this world.
Okay, so if you do Manav Seva, you are doing Punya.
We can directly go to Goloka.
I understand. Goloka, ba. See, if you do Manav Seva, you go to Swarga. If you do Madhav Seva, you go to Vaikuntha or Goloka. Anna?
Yes,
okay, so that way there is difference. Okay. So that, but Dhyanita, to you, somebody comes who is very poor. He doesn't have clothes, he doesn't have food. He says, Mother, can you help me? And you are very rich. Dhyanita is a billionaire. Dhyanita can do something. So Dhyanita will make him starve. He said, just sit and chant Hare Krishna. You sit and starve here. What Dhyanita?
No, we can give him prasadam now, Prabhuji.
Oh! Dhyanita is so intelligent. Okay, you'll give him prasadam. Then? Yes. Then what else you will give him?
After prasadam, like all say that by taking prasadam, he'll get purified.
Yes, then he'll make him chant Hare Krishna.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, and you give him Bhagavad Gita. Yes, Hana?
Then he'll read, then he will do service.
Yes. Oh,
Then he'll
amazing.
be devotees association, so he'll be good.
Yes, no, he's getting your association. Taken
Yes.
care. Yes, Sneha Joshi, you want to also have a go at that?
Yes, Prabhuji. Manav
Yeah.
Seva is the seva that the karma we are doing, and Madhav Seva is the service of God.
Huh.
Service
Manav
to the
Seva
God.
is,
So-
what is that? Manav Seva is?
Manav Seva is the seva we are doing for the people. That is the karma we are doing. That we are doing, and selflessly the karma that we are doing is the Manav Seva. And Madhav Seva is service to the God.
But that means you'll make the person starve.
No, Prabhuji. We would like to teach them Manav Seva. Those who
Somebody comes to you and he says, I'm very hungry. And you say, I'm sorry, I do Madhav Seva. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Sorry, I cannot help you. Hannah,
Then
you'll do
we
like
will
that?
convince him- Then
Huh?
will convince him to do the good karmas as well as Madhav Seva. Both are needed for Madhav Seva as well as Manav Seva. Both is needed. only service to God is only not the Madhav Seva, but you have to do karma as well for the people, for the society as a whole also.
Okay. So how can karma be independent? It's not independent. Karma is also within Madhav Seva. Nothing is independent. Okay?
Yes.
Okay. Chalo,
Okay.
let us understand. Everything is included in Madhav Seva. Yes, I think we have taken enough inputs. Now let me just speak little on this. Okay? It's very controversial topic. Generally, people feel like that. Say, suppose your own child is there. Now, what do you do to your child? You give him food, you give him good clothes, you give him good education. You do that, okay? But you also give him some values. My dear child, always know you should not spoil the prestige of our family. Yeah? Never do this, never you should do this. Yes, mama, the values you give. And so apart from skills for maintaining the body, the parents always give to the child also some kind of values. And apart from that, we also give him some philosophy of life, some vision. Why is he living? At the end of the day, why this world is created by God? What is God? How do we relate to him? And what is our duties to God? That is so spirituality. So if you anytime you help somebody, you should help him in all the angles as far as possible. True, sometime maybe emergency, you're walking down the road, somebody comes running to you, a small child. I have not eaten for many days. So you don't have time. You are busy somewhere you're going. So at that moment, preferably you'll buy some food somewhere. You go to a restaurant, say, please, I pay his bill, feed this child, and you walk away. You are in a hurry. You have no time to do other aspects. So that's okay. Emergency is separate. But generally, whenever it is possible, just like for your own child, you gave him everything. You gave him 360 degrees benefit. You gave him some food, you gave him clothes, you gave him some skills to maintain his own livelihood. Otherwise, how long the child will eat from your hand? He has to be able to earn his own livelihood and contribute to the society. And then after that, you taught him some values and also gave him a vision of life. Now, when I say Manav Seva, I mean you just look material aspect of the individual. You forget that the child also has to be trained, person is samskaras, values, and a person also has to have a vision of God. So when we limit ourselves, it's not only emergency, not that all the time there is emergency. We limit ourselves to only benefit a person materially, and we ignore the spiritual and samskara needs of an individual. That I call Manav Seva. Okay, you understand what I call Manav Seva? Madhav Seva means actually you have 360-degree overall view of that person. Just by food, nobody is satisfied. You have to give him a vision. You have to give him the skills to maintain himself. You have to give him some knowledge of God also. So that will become Madhav Seva. When you are actually in a positive, just like suppose in Mangalore city is very unique. I don't know how many of you are from Mangalore. Here, very unique thing is you will not find in the city one beggar. I have not found till now. There is no beggar in the city. But how come? Because all the temples give free lunch here. All the temples. Thousands of people come and eat. They have no problem. People are also well-to-do here. Everybody has his own house. And if anybody is hungry, he can go to temple and eat. And they give you a nice feast. Temples are very well maintained. They give you rice, they give you palya. Those Kannada will understand all this. Payasa, papad, pickle. Yeah, nice. 7-8 items, it's beautiful. And rasam, sambar, ganji, whatever they have. After that, they always have to end with a curd. Here, local people. Majige, they call it majige, buttermilk. So you have that free available every day afternoon. Anywhere you go, left, right, center, it's available in a temple. Now, what happens when you go to a temple? It becomes Madhav Seva. Why? You will go to the temple. You definitely go first take darshan of the Lord. You will bow down to him. So you got some spiritual benefit. You will take some charnamit from the priest hand. You will show your respects to him. You give respects to a devotee. Again, blessing. Then you will see some festivals the temple is having. They're telling on that day we are having Brahmotsav, on that day we are having Janmashtami. Oh, nice, I'll certainly come that day. You can see some pravachan is going on. Maybe you'll sit down for some time. Okay? And then after that, you'll go have your meal. And there's prasadam, Lord's mercy. And then you come out. So you got all round benefit. Why not have that system in every city in India? Let all the temples be full of, resources so that they can have a meal in the afternoon. So that all the people who have any problem go there. So your Mano Seva is equal, done. Madhav Seva is done. Okay? So that way it will be better. But today the outlook is not that. Outlook, even the government of India, skill India, skill India. That's true. People need to know some skills to make a livelihood. But that's not end of the day. Just by economic development, you will not make people happy. You have to teach them some values to be a gentleman. And you also have to teach them a sound philosophy of life. You see, many times I have seen people, till the time things are going well, they can do. But then when the age comes, the senses get agitated. And on top of it, sometimes life things don't go great. Your exam results start coming down. You lose your job. You have a health crisis. At that time, people have to fall back to some philosophy of life. Who am I? What's my doing? Will I live after? You need philosophy of life. Some vision of God, some understanding. Why did God create this world? Why I'm here in this world? And that is not given today. Just some skills are taught. And then people, the moment they have a difficulty in life, they go into depression. You're all Manav Seva comes for a knot. And it's not practical also just to do Manav Seva. You will not be able to feed somebody who comes every day to you. You'll not do that. You may do 1 day or 2 days. Then you say, please work, you clean my garden, you do something, I'll give you something. So overall, Manav Seva and Madhav Seva, there was a slight difference. Is it fine now? If everybody is happy with the analysis? Indrajit Bera, thank you so much. Okay, Vandana, good day, Mataji. Are you clear now, Vandana Mataji? Is it fine? Okay, is it fine? There are much more analysis we can do. Okay, thank you, thank you. So let me proceed now. Now there is a big story of King Nriga. Nriga, it's not easy to pronounce. Nriga. Anybody here knows the story of Nriga? Nobody knows the story of King Nriga. Nriga. Shubham. Yes, Shubham Patil, what is the story? Yes, Shubham. Shubham, you're pressing 2 times, so it is becoming 1 time. Yes.
Hare Krishna, Prabhupada.
Yes. What is the story of King Nriga?
Yeah, there was one king, and he donates some cows to one Brahman. And let's consider 10,000 cows he donated to one king, one Brahman.
No,
and
that's okay. Take it. And then what happened?
And from that 10,000 cow, one cow again returned to his king. His king. Then on second day, he donated some another 10,000 cows to another Brahman. But the first day Brahman came and told the king that you donate the same cow to different both of us, and you did some mistake, and this is not right. Like, you should not donate same cows to different peoples, and they curse that Brahmana. That king. Then he become that animal. I don't know the name of that animal.
Big lizard.
Yeah, so he become that animal, and when Krishna came, and some boys are playing there, some play, and their toy went to in that well. There that animal was seated. So Krishna touched that animal, and he became a king again, means man again. Sorry, Prabhuji, I was not I am not
okay.
able to
clearly. Thank you. You're almost on the track. Now, this is the story he has told, correct? There was a king, Nriga, and he was approached on Brahmin that, and I need some help. So king said, okay, I'll help you. Is a pure Brahmin in one sense. He said, please take some cows. And then another Brahmin came another day, said, can you help me? He said, okay, take. And by that, in between, one of the cows had run back, which he gave to another Brahmin. So the previous Brahmin came running back looking for that cow, and he saw him giving to another man. Yeah, so wonderful person you are. You cheat like this, huh? You donate and take it back and give to another person. And they curse him both to become a lizard. So next life, you see, just doing good, you end up, you are walking on the road, consciously, unconsciously, mistakes happen, you will be able to stamp and kill an ant. Now be ready for reaction. Somebody has to stamp your head now. So King Riga, so he was only focus was doing charity, and that's what he ended up. So you cannot just do punya, punya, punya. That's not the world is designed for. You'll end up in a mess somewhere. So therefore, our outlook should be to come to spiritual platform. On a material platform, even if you go to material platform, punya, janma, mritu, jara, vyadhi is there, birth, old age, disease, and death. And just think about in this life only, one day we have to die, how painful it is. Why you want this system of the birth and death? Why not come out of that? Okay, so if you limit yourself to punya, you have to limiting yourself to birth and death. You go to heaven, but then you have to come back again when punya is over. Just like go to Switzerland, you earn a lot of money, you went to Switzerland for some time, enjoyed, but then you come back when money is finished. Shine punya martoloka vishanti. Rupa Goswami gives very nice solution to this. Is a prapanchikadaya buddhya hari sambandhi vastu naha mumukshubihi varityago vairagyam palgo katyate. When a person is eager to achieve liberation, renounce things related to Supreme Personality Godhead, thinking them to be material, then is a renunciation, is called incomplete. Okay? Renounces things related to Supreme Personality Godhead, thinking them to be material. So if something can be used for Krishna's service, we should not avoid, we should use everything for Krishna's service. Okay. So karma sannyasa, karma yoga. So there is nothing actually to renounce. Everything should be used for the Lord's service. That's the essence from Rupa Goswami here. You look at a flower, you think I have to renounce, why you have to renounce? Just like, take a very good example. You are standing outside State Bank of India. Imagine you're standing outside State Bank of India in your main branch in your city. Okay. And you stand outside and shout, I renounce this bank. They will immediately call police and put him in a mental asylum. This bank never belonged to him. What is he renouncing? Okay. The next you say, I want to enjoy this bank. Give me all the money here. Again, they'll call police, put him inside jail and beat him up. Idiot, this wealth here doesn't belong to him. So if you say, I renounce this word, you are a madman. And if you say, I enjoy this word, you are a thief. So mostly people shuffle between thief and a madman. So I give you another good example to understand. Say, suppose we are in the temple. Somebody dropped its purse. One person shouted, don't touch. Don't touch. It's not my purse. Don't touch. This is a madman. And one person says, correct, is he a madman? And another person says, let me take this purse and run away. He's a thief. But better than both is a person who takes a purse and announces, to whom does this purse belong? Please come and collect it. Do you think he's the best man? So this bhogi and tyagi, we find two kind of people in this world. Bhogi, who wants to look at the word as sense of enjoyment, he is a thief because this word belongs to God, not him. Tyagi is a madman, but because what is he renouncing? Nothing ever belonged to him. He is a madman. So the bhogi tyagis are all fools. The best is the person, prapanchikadaya buddhya, Rupa Goswami shloka, who engages this word in Krishna's service. And that's the best. Okay? So neither hate nor desire the fruits of activities, rather the fruits of activities are offered for the Lord's pleasure. Okay? So we renounce results for the Lord's pleasure, not action. So in this chapter, I'll try to read as chapters grow, more shlokas, so you can actually feel the Sanskrit and the meaning. What I'm developing, the essence, you find through the chapter. Sannyasastu mahabaho Dukkham aptum ayogataha yoga yukta munir brahma na chire nadigachati. Unless one is engaged in devotion of the Supreme Lord, mere renunciation activities cannot make one happy. The sages purified by works of devotion achieve the Supreme without delay. Okay? So you are seeing this devotee here They're engaged in devotion. Look at how much happiness they are sharing, the joy and the happiness of Krishna consciousness. Where this person actually so selfish, just for his own emancipation, is hiding in the mountains and doing actually nothing, thinking nothing. And one thing I can tell you, idle mind is devil's workshop, whoever it may be. So just doing nothing is very extremely dangerous. Some people you can impress by your jatayus and all, that is meaningless any spiritual standard. Yoga yukto vishuddhatma vijitatma jitendriyaha sarva bhutatma bhutatma kuruvan api na lapyati. One who works in devotion is a pure soul, who controls his mind and senses, dear to everyone, and everyone is dear to him. So always working such a man in the very entangled. So no, you should become this an ideal for us. Control your mind and senses, and work with the devotion service to the Lord. Become dear to everybody. He is more practical. Brahmani adhaya karmani. So, but the question may be, you are saying don't go to forests, sit down alone. Many people say that one day I'll leave everything and I go somewhere. What you will do? Please tell me what you will do. Don't say just leaving is easy, but what you will do, that is more important. Leaving, anybody can leave. But what you're going to do, that's the challenge. You cannot sit idle. Many people say, I'll go sit in Vrindavan. Please tell me what you're going to do there. Brahmani adhaya karmani sangam tyakta karoti yaha lipyate na sapape na padma patra vambasa. One who performs his duty without attachment, surrendering the results unto Supreme Lord, is not affected by sinful action. The lotus leaf is untouched by water. Okay? You see the leaf of the lotus. Is not, I can see the big leaf you are seeing on the right. The big leaf, it's not, water just falls away. It's so designed by the nature's way. So similarly, we can work in this world, but not get affected. Actually, that's the mercy of Krishna. Just like when you go to buy something, so you should have enough money. So similarly, when you're trying to serve Krishna's mission, Krishna protects you. So living in his word, and we can do our duty without becoming attached. Kayana manasa buddhya kevalairi indriyairapi yogina karma kurvanti sangam tyakta atma shuddhe. The yogis abandoning attachment act with the body, mind, and intelligence, and even the senses, only for the purpose of purification. That should be only our goal of life. The goal of a day is purification, 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 purification. How can I purify myself from all obnoxious desires and activities? So can I purify? That's all the life is meant for. Get up early, chant the God's name, read Bhagavad Gita. Why? I want to purify. Keep away from bad activities, from bad people. Why? Purify. My only mission of life is purify. When the heart is pure, you can easily understand God. Now here is Acharya Prabhupada, the great Nam Upasaka, worshipper of the holy name. You see, many people don't know how ISKCON started. When the Prabhupada is not showing some magic as is very popular today. No. He's actually sitting in America in a park, and there are thousands of youngsters in that park because that was the movement of the youth, that time, hippie movement. And he's chanting Krishna Nama for 4 hours at a go, 4 hours at one time, just closing his eyes, intensely just chanting the Nama. What happens around, he doesn't even know what's happening, but it's unimaginable. You see how many people start responding. This, as you can see, so nice. Okay, you can see the gravity, how silent and how grave. Yukta karma phalam tyakta shanti mapnoti naishtikim ayukta karma kamakarena phale shakto nibhadyate. The steadily devoted soul attains unadulterated peace because he offers the result of all activities to be, whereas a person who is not in union with the divine, who is greedy for the fruits of his labor, becomes entangled. Sarva karmani manasa sanyasya aste sukam vashi navadware pure devi neva kuruvan nakarya. The modern living being controls his nature and mentally renounces all actions. He resides happily in the city of 9 gates. Okay? Mental body, neither working nor causing work to be done. What are the 9 gates in the body? Anybody knows what are the 9 gates in the body? Can anybody guess? Vandana, I'll take your question. Just wait.
Prabhuji can say, Hare Krishna.
What are the 9 gates?
2 eyes.
2.
2 eyes, 2 ears.
Yeah, 4. Then?
Nose.
6. Then?
Mouth.
7. Then?
Udar.
Yeah. Anus and genital. Okay?
And last, Prabhuji.
Anus. So anus and genital. See, this body, the body, the bag in which 9 holes are there. Taken 2 eyes, 2 ears, 2 nose, nostrils, and mouth. 7. 1 anus, 1 genital. Correct? Everybody is a bag with 9 holes. So 9 gates of the body. So how can person is meditation? How we can live peacefully in this bag of 9 holes? Jnane tad ajnanam. Okay, now I'll just answer. There are 2 questions. Megha said, did the Brahmana had the power to curse a king? In previous times, Brahmins were following rules and regulations. When you follow rules and regulations, you get punya. When you're punya, you can bless somebody or curse somebody. Vandana, is Bhakti Yoga superior to Karma Yoga? Vandana, these 2 terms, Karma Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, the only difference is when you are doing Karma Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, there is no personal desire, you're just doing for Lord's pleasure. We call it Karma Yoga when there is some kind of contamination. You want some fruit out of it, you're proud of being a great doctor, then you're not doing Bhakti Yoga. You are contaminated yoga is called Karma Yoga. Pure yoga is Bhakti Yoga. Bhakti Yoga means pure, you're just serving the Lord. But when you are apart from service to the Lord, you have some personal agenda to be really famous, to be, to be known for that. To be, to enjoy some fruit, and I'm working hard, I'm getting good money. I also want to enjoy it. I'm not going to offer everything to God. Then it becomes Karma Yoga. Then it's not Bhakti Yoga. Okay? So Bhakti Yoga is purest form, and Karma Yoga, slight contamination. We will deal tomorrow in the 6th chapter where Ashtanga Yoga is discussed, and then we'll compare all the yoga system. Okay? Tad buddhya tad atmanas tad nishta tad Tatparayanaha gachanti apuna avrittim jnana nirdhuta kalmashaha. When the intelligent mind, faith, which are all fixed in the Supreme, see, so beautiful, then one becomes fully cleansed of all misgiving to the complete knowledge and thus proceeds straight to the path of liberation. Oh, this is beautiful shloka. Vidya vinaya sampanne brahmane gavihastini shuni chaiva sapake cha pandita samadarshinaha. The shloka says that if you have samadarshi, pandita means this is a person here who's standing with a sannyasi, is being called panditaha. Now he is seeing everybody equally. He sees a brahmana who's full of knowledge and realization. He sees a cow, he sees an elephant, he sees a dog, he sees even a dog eater, but he has equal affection and love for everybody. Amazing, no? So why? Because he sees as God sees. He doesn't see through his eyes. Through our eyes, there is difference, but the God's eyes, there is same love. So very important. Okay. Bahaya sparshesho saktatma vindati atmani yat sukam sa brahma yoga yuktatma sukam akshayam ashnute. Such a liberated person is not attracted to material sense pleasure or external object, but is always in trance, enjoying the pleasure within. In this way, the self-realized person enjoys unlimited happiness, for it concentrates on the Supreme. Okay, so anybody can tell me what is the need of giving up sensual pleasures? You think we should give it up, or we should entertain sensual pleasures, or we should give it up? To advance spiritually, we should give up sensual pleasures, smoking, drinking, all this thing, we should give it up, or we should enjoy sensual pleasures. What do you feel? And what's an argument? Why we should give up? I'm enjoying. Why I should give up if I want to advance spiritually? Why spiritual pleasure is more than the sensual pleasure? How do you say that? What's the difference between the pleasure of spiritual happiness and pleasure of sensual happiness? So Vandana Mataji says, give up. Okay, thank you. But anybody can give me a little more. Megha also said, give it up. But why? How? Okay, we will give a chance. Ramanathan Valli, what do you say? First time. Please unmute yourself. 1, 2, 3. Ramanathan Valli, unmute yourself.
Hello.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. Hi, Prabhuji. No, the sense happiness is a temporary one.
Oh, great. It's a temporary. And spiritual happiness?
Is a permanent one that gives soul satisfaction.
So you
But
have
this one
experience of spiritual happiness or sensual happiness?
Spiritual happiness.
Oh, so we
I
all
like
seek your blessings.
no, because no. After hearing this Krishna conscious movement, everything every time I learn, then I am very happy. That one is that
more,
satisfaction gives more.
Much more. And sensual happiness, anyone's sensual happiness is limited and temporary. Thank you so much, Mataji. Thank you so much. So that's what it is there. So these are the Krishna's argument on where Mataji has already figured out. Yehi samsparsha jab hoga. All the sensual enjoyment comes of contact or the sense object. Dukkha yona. It looks like it will give me happiness, but actually it gives me only pain. You are walking on the road, a beautiful girl, you feel like I should embrace her, go. Then immediately you get a slap, pain. And then all the society comes around and hits you, kicks you. And then police comes, you put a stick on your head. So you thought you're enjoying, but oh my God, so much pain is there. Adi antavantaha, such a pleasure. It has a beginning and it has an end. Kaunteya, O son of Kunti. Natesha ramate buddha, intelligent people. Buddha means those are buddhi. They don't run after sensual pleasure. They run after spiritual pleasure, as Mataji said. And she's so fortunate to experience spiritual pleasure. Yehi, there is a shloka, Ramante yogino anante satyanande chitatmani. Iti rama padena param brahma vidiyate. So the yogi is a great devotee. They experience spiritual pleasure. Ramante means they enjoy spiritual pleasure. Yamante yogino anante. The yogis or the devotee, they enjoy unlimited spiritual happiness, not temporary sensual happiness. Okay, so it is our choice. Every time we have sensual pleasure enticing us, think about it, what you want in life. Okay, so these are all, we can see examples of the insects. They die when they go near those are uncontrolled eyes. The insects die. You see every day on the rainy time. And the deers, their ears are very strong. So when a hunter is not able to locate them, he makes some sound on a flute or some music. And the deer gets up to enjoy that music and he spots and shoots him. So he loses life because of uncontrolled ear. The bee's uncontrolled nose. Such a nice flower. It's a time for now flowers to close. I'll take one more bit of nectar. And flower closes, is trapped and dies. The fish, there is enough to eat in the ocean. There's no need to look at the new thing which is hanging in that corner and goes and tries to eat that and caught and loses a life. And the elephant is extremely powerful. Even 100 people cannot catch it. But a she-elephant can trap him and put him inside a pit. So, because see, so different 5 senses, 5 different people, 1 sense is strong. But problem with us is that all the 5 senses are very strong. We have to be extremely careful in human form of life. Okay. Shaknati have yah shodum praga sharira vimokshanat kama krodat bhavam vegam sayukta sasukhi naraha. Before giving up the present body, if one is able to tolerate the urges of the material senses and check the force of desire and anger, he's a yogi and is happy in this world. So anta sukha antaratmanas tathantar jyoti eva yaha sayogi brahma nirvanam brahma bhutati gacchati. One who happiness is within, who is active within, who rejoices within, and is eliminated within is actually the perfect mystic. Is liberated supreme and ultimately attains the supreme. So rejoices within, spiritual within. Okay, finally the last shloka of today. Anybody knows the peace formula of Bhagavad Gita? Anybody knows the next shloka? Peace. How do you get peace? Let me read the shloka. Please explain to me how this will give you peace. Bhokta Ram Yajna Tapasam Sarvaloka Maheswaram Suhridam Sarvabhutanam Gyatamam Shanti Vrachati. The sages, knowing me the ultimate purpose of sacrifice and austerity, the supreme Lord of all planets and demigods, and benefactor and well-wisher all the living entities, attain peace from the pangs of material miseries. Can anybody explain me how this shloka is actually a peace formula for the world? You know, there is so much fight happening around the world, and people saying, I can do peace, and I can do peace. But Krishna is giving peace formula here. You go to Ukraine and Russia and give this peace formula, you can actually see peace will happen, but provided they listen. If they don't listen, we cannot do anything. But people listen, they can do. Can anybody tell me how this shloka can immediately lead to the world peace? Yes, let me see. Whole world will become peaceful if they accept this vow. Hey, Megha has the first go on it. Yes, Megha.
Probably that means that the knowledge or whatever transcendental activities we have, we need to surrender to Lord Krishna.
Very nice. Very nice. Megha, there are three aspects given in this. Bhokta Ram Yajnatapasam 1, Saruloka Maheswaram 2, Suridam Sarvabhutanam 3. So can he now elaborate on the three? All the three, how they will lead to peace in the world? Chalo, the essence you told, Megha, that's thank you very much. That is perfect what you said. And now let us go to Dhyanita. Yes, Dhyanita, can you explain what are the three lines? What do they mean? 1, 2, 3.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Bhoktara means Krishna is a Bhoktara. He is only the one. We are thinking that we are the Bhoktara. We are this all enjoyment. He is the only one who is Bhoktara. Then
No, don't go then. No, stop for first one at stop. How that leads to peace? I am thinking I am in joy. You are thinking you are in joy. And you are saying only Krishna is the enjoy, but how that will lead to peace?
If we surrender to Krishna,
yes,
means if we do not enjoy this matter, because this is material world is only of Dukkalaya Mashashvatam.
Abba,
We cannot
scholar you
enjoy
become Dukkalaya Mashashvatam. That is from the 8th. How do you know that?
We are the Bhoktara.
That is from the 8th chapter. How do you know all this, Dhyanita? You are advanced devotee. Okay. Okay, now the second line, Sarvaloka Maheshwara. How do you explain that? How that will lead to peace, Dhyanita?
Okay, we are thinking that we are the owner of this land, we are the owner of this earth. That's not the truth. Krishna is the only owner of
So
this
why don't you go to
earth.
Russia and Ukraine, Dhyanita, and you go and tell them you're fighting. This is not yours, it is Krishna's. Isn't it? Will the war stop? Yes. Russia thinking is there, Ukraine is thinking there. Neither it is Ukraine, neither Russia, it belongs to Krishna. Stop fighting. Okay, now the third line, Suhridam Sarvabhutanam. How that makes everybody peaceful?
That line, I don't know, Prabhuji.
Oh, so beautiful. Thank you, Dhyanita. Thank you.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay, Sharbani Bose.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Dandavat Pranam.
Yes, Mataji.
We can attain peace. We can attain peace only by surrendering to Lord Krishna, by getting into Krishna consciousness.
That's very nice.
We can
But
only
there are three
get
elements of Krishna consciousness mentioned here. Line 1, line 2, line 3. Please explain me all the 3 lines separately. What do they mean?
Prabhuji, I don't know the meaning of these lines, but what I feel is like mind, intelligence, and false ego. These are the 3 things. If we get rid of all this, sense gratification from the mind, from the intelligence and false ego, definitely we will attain peace by, getting into Krishna's consciousness and, like holding the Lord Krishna's feet, so tight so that, the Maya can't touch us, and we will be, heading ahead towards Lord Krishna and attaining
Beautiful. Krishna's grace. You should continue to progress in spiritual life and become a wonderful devotee. Thank you, Mataji. Sarbani, perfect. How do you say it?
Hare
Perfect.
Krishna,
Okay.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Rohan. Yes, Rohan. Can you explain, Rohan, what are the three lines meaning separately? One, two.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Yeah.
I could not unmute myself. So
Yeah.
the line suggests that the Supreme Lord is the only enjoyer, he is the only friend, and he is the owner of the whole universe. So if everyone knows this, then there will be peace and harmony in the whole world.
Yes. Rohan Yadav. Very nice. You have a very beautiful, very beautiful photo in the background. Yes, Radha Krishna. Okay, now we are touching the time, so let me just explain and close it. See, we are all fighting, and why we are fighting? Because I am thinking I am the enjoyer, another person is saying he is the enjoyer. Oh, this girl, not yours, move away. Fight. This. So we think about enjoyment. You have an apple in front of you. I'm going to say, here is an apple. I have an apple. And I said, I'm going to enjoy. No, I'm going to enjoy. No, I'm going to enjoy. Fight. But it is Krishna. Why don't you offer to the Lord? It belongs to Krishna. Neither you, neither me. So the very principle, if we throw water at drops at one place in water, the ripples will not intersect. If a different place, it will intersect. So all of us can cooperate. If you know Bhagavatam little, in the spiritual world, there is not even slightest of discrepancy. Trillions. City, there are always more people than the jail. We are in the jail. There are very few people in the jail. But in jail, all the people are crooks. Jeb Katare, what do you get inside a jail? Pickpockets, murderers, like that only. So we are all like that. But in the city, there are gentlemen people. So in the city, that is the spiritual world. People are very nice. There is not even a slightest of disharmony there. No fight. There are trillions and trillions of living it. Not a single fight. Not a single fight. No misunderstanding at all. Because center is Krishna there. But here, center is not Krishna. We have some other center here in this world. Bhoktaram yapanatapasam. Yeah. So if you understand why, just like in a temple now, everybody is working for the Lord's pleasure. Somebody is bathing himself, and we are so happy. When the pujari does very nice chanting, I'm so happy. When somebody dresses the deity very nicely open, I'm not feeling envious, I'm feeling so happy. Thank you so much. You please my Lord. You dressed him so nicely. I want to touch your feet. Somebody cooked very nice feast. How do I honor you? You know, you're so wonderful. You made such a nice feast for the Lord. Mokta. So they develops peace. We got a common goal. Just like, you know, they made all Kannadigas come together, common, all Indian people, Bharat, Mera Bharat Man come together, whole humanity come together, all the animals. Are Baba, everybody take together, make Krishna the center. Everybody, Krishna is the Lord of everybody. So then becomes just like you get connected to husband, you get connected to 100 people in his family. So many Tawajis, Phupajis, so many relatives you get. Immediately, same day you get married. Similarly, when you get connected with Krishna, you get connected to everybody. And he's an enjoyer. Yes, then mind becomes, even the thought makes the mind very peaceful. Sarvaloka Maheshwaram. Then we are fighting, this belongs to me, this belongs to you. Just like in India, there was a reorganization of the states. Andhra got divided into Telangana and Andhra. Uttar Pradesh got divided. Uttaranchal, I am from Uttaranchal, Nainital area. That was taken out of Uttar Pradesh. There was no war, there was no crying, there was no shouting, because, you know, whole thing belongs to India at the end of the day. Similarly, if you can think whole thing belongs to the God, there's just administrative boundaries. No, this belongs to so much nationalistic feeling. This is mine, this is mine. So Sarvaloka Maheshwara, everything belongs to Krishna. Suhridam Sarvabhutana. Suhridam. Now, life, so many things happen. So many things happen in life. You know, my Lord is in control and he's my well-wisher. Suhrida. Suhrida means always a well-wisher, always wishing well. You know, in Sanskrit, there are beautiful words. Sakha, Mitra, Suhrida. In English, there is only one word, friend. But in Sanskrit, there is a word called Suhrida, who is always wishing well for you. Just like mother always wishes well for the child. So a friend like that, who is always wishing well for you, is called Suhrida. So Krishna says, I am your best well-wisher. So there is nothing, injustice never happens to me. It's nothing unwanted happens. Suhrida, Sarvabhutanam, Krishna is the well-wisher of every living entity. Gyatnamam Shamti Rachit. The person gets peace after understanding this. Bhoktaram Yagnatapsam, Sarvaloka Maheswaram, Suhridam sarva bhutanam gyatamam shanti. There will be peace in the world if these three things are followed. So everybody should understand there is only one enjoyer, Krishna. So I'm enjoyed. I'm not enjoyer. I should run for his enjoyment. Just like we run in the temple, we offer a flower for his pleasure. I for Tulsi, and we dance for his pleasure. You know, his kirtan is going on for the Lord's pleasure. He is a bhokta. We are not bhokta. We are imitating a bhokta. That is our foolishness. Just like a servant imitates a master. That's foolishness. He should not do that. Sarva loka maheshwar, everything owned, but we are all thieves stealing the property in the Lord, like Ravana stole Mother Sita. Like that, we are also Ravana only. And how can a thief be happy and peaceful? So don't stop becoming a bhokta. In fact, whenever my mind is disturbed, I tell myself, stop criminal activity, you'll be peaceful, because Maya will only catch a criminal. Police only catches a criminal. If you're not peaceful in mind, stop being a bhokta, because it's not yours. Say, take an example, this apple again. Apple is on my table. Now, if you pick up this apple, I'll get angry at you. This is mine and I will enjoy. I'll eat this. Who are you? So whoever owns something, that person is the enjoyer of the thing. Krishna owns everything, including you. So he's the enjoyer, not you. But you are a cheat. You are a thief. You want to steal his property and enjoy. Then you have to punish. You understand everything is owned by. And the third thing, Suhrita is a best well-wishing friend, always. Just imagine, suppose Modi gives you a call, I'm your best friend. Oh, boy, you know, he told me he's my best friend. Over, I don't have any tension now. So Krishna says, I'm your best friend. He's telling that openly. Sarva bhutanam, for all the living entities, I'm the best friend. So where there should be any anxiety. Gyatamam shanti murachati. So that is how you get shanti, not by this, nonsense. What they call positive thinking. This is real positive thinking. You have to understand the three elements and then you get peace. Okay. Thank you. We finished the chapter. Bhoktaram Yekratapasam Sarvaloka Maheshwaram Suhridam Sarva Bhutanam Gyatamam Shanti. It's a small chapter. And if you have any queries, any questions, everybody is clear? Oh, yeah, people are hearing very attentively. Okay, I cannot share here. Admin, can you take from me this origin book PDF and share to all of them? Can you?
Yes, Prabhuji, I'll do that.
Okay, done. Vandana, your request is taken care. Anything else? No other questions? Rohan, you have a question? Yes.
No, Prabhu, I have out of the box question for you.
Yeah, tell me.
Can I ask?
Yeah, please ask.
Do you in kirtan, do you ever dance in kirtan?
Me?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Why? You never seen me dancing?
No,
I'm an old fat man. It is not easy. I start
but
chanting.
no, you have energy more than a youth.
No problem. We do dance sometimes.
Yes, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Come, we are having a Janmashtami festival in Bangalore. I'll invite all of you. We have an option for you, either for 2 days or for 4 days you can come. And we have also arranged accommodation on the beach, those who want it. So we will give you the invitation, all of you, and we wish you join with us, enjoy the festival, and also do some service. I'm going to handle 10,000 people for 3 days, 10,000, 10,000, 10,000. You want to leave me alone? All of you come, we can together do seva also, and we will go around, see nearby holy places like Udupi. This is a place, Mangalore is an Udupi Dhama. We can visit Udupi Dhama and some holy places also. Okay?
Yes, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Okay, no other questions? Everybody is happy? Clear? Everybody has understood everything? Simple, chapter was simple. iPhone has a question.
Namaste, Guruji.
Yeah.
Guruji, this is the 5th time I'm enrolling for this class. I don't know
So I have a strong desire to attend the class, to know, but due to some reasons I couldn't continue to the class. This time
it's
this
going
time
better.
I decided, so I had to keep all my work aside and I should attend the class.
No, it's not
But
easy. 18 days for people who are engaged. You may miss one or two. That time you can see the recording. Okay?
yeah, sir, but during the class I feel like enjoying the class. I'm very happy that I'm listening, but after the class I feel like empty minded. I don't know why.
The chanting. See, the class we can give you instructions, but then you have to follow. Okay, so you pray to the vibration of the holy name. Give me shelter. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Just like you're telling me, I'm alone. My holy name, my Lord. I know you are present in your vibration. There's Nam Akari Bahuda Nijasarva Shakti. The Lord's holy name and Lord, there is no difference. You remember the Lord's Rama name they wrote on stone, and the stones are floating. Anna? That's the glorification of the holy name. Holy name is very powerful. So you take shelter of the vibration of the holy name, and that way the Lord is available to you now. So you don't feel alone. If you keep chanting, you'll feel Krishna is with me. Like Prabhupada told, no? In that small interview I showed in the beginning of the class, he said, when you hear radio wave, you know what's happening. By chanting Hare Krishna, you're always in contact with Krishna. Okay. So that's my only desire for all of you, is that we chant one round every day. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. We meet tomorrow. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. The story of Naranarayana Kirti. Naranarayana story. This is a big story. So many stories are there. Take some other day, Kirti. Take Hare Krishna. Vancha kalpatarupa cha kripa sindhave cha patitanam pavane vaishnava.